Hello, Gemini. Welcome back to Path of Enlightenment Tarot. For those of you returning to the channel, welcome back. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am Nicole. Gemini, this is going to be your weekly read from January 8th to January 14th. This will be for your Sun, your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus. Cross watcher if that's you. Welcome to the channel. Guys, always discern the messages accordingly, right? Okay, so Gemini, quickly what I heard from Spirit was you can't take it with you. So whatever this means, I'm not quite sure. But we are going to dive into the cards. The other thing that they brought my attention to was dragons, and I think this is the year of the dragon, so you'd have to check out your Chinese zodiac placement to see what year you fall under or what animal is yours. But there's something about the year of the dragon, and this is the year of the dragon. So I'm pretty sure anyhow. I don't follow the Chinese astrology too much. Contract. Same card came out, well, it showed itself at the bottom of the deck for Libra. And the throat chakra. There's something here you're going to have to voice. This is like voicing your opinion, your truth. Spirit just said there's somebody around you, Gemini, that maybe doesn't believe what you're saying. And you may have already divulged some kind of information to somebody that they just didn't want to hear. So, and this is kind of giving me the same vibes, actually, and it's odd, of Libra, that they were having to recognize a truth here. But for you, this is like you speaking your truth in regards to something here as well. So let's just see what else comes out with this. This is soul tie, soul contract as well, with that 6 sitting there. This is you finding your independence, Gemini. Very, very focused on the fluidity of you finding your independence. Sorry, my allergies kicked up once I started Libra's video and it just won't stop now. So pardon the sniffling here. I'm trying to get my ear to pop. All right, Spirit, for Gemini, January 8th through the 14th. Shuffle. All right. The Thinking Woman, appreciation. Gemini, this is like you learning to value your own opinion about something here. This is like speaking from an emotional sense that everything is interconnected, and I kind of feel like you're in the middle of something here that you may not want to be in the middle of, but it's like you recognize that there is everything, you are connected to everything, and everything is connected to you this week. This is an interesting energy, Gemini. It's got a different, I will say it's got a different feel than Libra's, which is a good thing here, I think. Door to Spirit. Whether you recognize this or not, Gemini, there is, I'm going to say a time frame over the next 5 weeks. As I say that, patience, so it's going to take a little bit of time to play out, that there is peace that is being brought into your life by a higher guidance, by Spirit, by the divine. But it's like wherever you have felt cold, frozen, stuck in a particular situation, there's a lot of white, there's a lot of pureness, there's a lot of innocence to this. There's a lot of cleansing of energies here as well. I'm like itchy and everything else. I'm so sorry. Golden opportunities are going to be given to you here before long. And I think that Spirit is requiring you to stay confident in how you feel about things. You've had an experience, and possibly even over the last 5 years. So the last 5 years could be very important as well when it comes to soul contracts, karmic ties, lessons that you've had to learn over time as well, that you could have been holding on to something, or something could have been holding on to you. There is a release finally that is on the precipice here of occurring for you. Spirit's asking you to maintain your emotional composure as these events unfold that will continue to bring long-standing peace into your life. So, look over the last 5 years. It's like they're talking about retracting, redacting. It's like you're removing your name from something. So whatever this name, maybe a title that somebody gave you, a part that you were supposed to play, it's being taken back, it's being redacted, it's being changed, it's being removed. You're like removing yourself, or I'm going to say greater forces are removing you from a particular situation. The date of May 11th also sticks out to me very heavily for some reason. So, you know, what that's about, I'm not real sure, but that's what they just gave me. You have with the contract, you have that Chariot. It's moving forward. It's letting, you know, Spirit take the reins. It's having full faith in where it is that you are being led and guided. Is the duality of that of you, Gemini, with the Knight of Wands here. That can be an impulsive action, but I also feel like this situation has taught you that life can move very, very fast from time to time. Those are two quick moving energies, right? That the last 5 years may have seemed to go by very quickly. There have been moments of truth. There have been moments that have, Spirit is saying, has caused you to suffer. It's like you were trying to find a place that was the most nourishing for your soul. And it's like you may have gotten caught up in a shitstorm, whether it was your shitstorm or somebody else's shitstorm that you were connected to. And I would say with contract, it's a multitude, not just you alone. It's going to take more than one to make this happen, or at least a situation anyhow, right? So it's like it happened rather quickly, but there's highlights that's going to bring you in, like this movement that's going to happen, or has happened. It's like you went through this period and now all of a sudden you're going back to a stable position that you may have had 5 years ago, that you may feel like over this period of time you didn't have that stability or security around something. And this Knight of Wands, like you could be dealing with children, you could be, you know, I want to say you could be a child yourself. So maybe look back at your childhood too, as I've been working on these readings for, you know, what your inner child wants you to know at this time. And it could have caused a lot of anxiety and fear. You could have been dealing with somebody who showed themselves in that night kind of energy, very impulsive, not thinking things through, not being aware of their surroundings, not realizing the kind of hurdles that would have to be crossed in order to make something happen. You could be dealing with a Cancer or Taurus, does not have to be. But you know, that Nine of Swords is that up at night, worries, anxieties, fears, ruminating over things that have happened over and over again. Some of you, Spirit is saying, are requiring mental health therapy as well, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? We need to have a place to put that. So therapies could be a very important thing moving through this year. Maybe if you've lived in a certain position, in a way of being for so long that has caused some kind of trauma to you, that has brought you to this Nine of Swords by the way of action of somebody else, and Seven of Cups causing confusion in your life, even about who you are as an individual, that therapy could open you up and open doors that are going to help alleviate a lot of the stress and pressure, and it's going to help to stabilize you and ground you to where you need to be moving outside of this contract. I do feel like in the next 5 weeks, a contract is coming to completion here. Spirit is just asking you to have faith and patience through this. But I feel like there's some moving parts to something that have either happened or are starting to happen. Like the ties or the bounds to a particular situation are starting to be broken from this particular aspect that it could have encompassed multiple people. Gemini season also, or Cancer season could have been very, Taurus, I'm going to say Taurus through Cancer season could have been very important. So Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, those 3 months could have been very indicative to contracts and resolutions that were going on, or could be this year. I want to say this feels like the past though. So last May, June, July. Okay. So what is this door to Spirit? But there's something coming up about that here, here this week that is, there's some attention being drawn to it. The King of Swords, the Sun. King of Swords is decisive action. I find it very beautiful about him, though. He is emotionally withdrawn, but that's also Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, right? Leo energy. It is, he's got that butterfly. That's transformation. The winds of change are coming to take place. There's something here that's being illuminated. You are returning home for good. Spirit just said, whatever that is, wherever you found the most comfort, the most emotional fulfillment, there's something about that is returning you home. And this could, again, relate to children. You've got the Sun card there with that beautiful glowing child. Like if you've been down in the dumps for some time, there is something coming in here to clean this up. You got 2 kings on the table as well. You know, you got the King of Pentacles, which is that of the earth energy, and then you've got the King of Swords, which is that of air, mental energy, and then the stability. Somebody could have been working towards something here. Could have been a duality between a mental approach to something versus the stable security of another situation. But I do feel like there's healing happening here in regards to a partnership that somebody is finally nurturing. I'm going to say you. Nurturing you. As I say that, the Ace of Cups comes out. There's some kind of nurturing here that's taking place where it's healing the backstab, the pain, the betrayals of look at this. The 9 of Swords, the 2 of Cups, the 10 of Swords. Gemini, I feel like there's been somebody around you for some time. And again, we're going to go back. I don't know why they're bringing attention to the past 5 years. It could even, for some of you, be the last 5 months where you knew something didn't quite sit right with a particular individual for you. You knew that it's like a push and pull kind of energy, that in between this 9, which is the beginning of the end, is what I'm going to call it, with the 9s in tarot, and then you've got the 10, which is the final completion of a situation, that there could be somebody that is exiting your life. Spirit is saying for good. Like, this may be the beginning of the end of a situation when it comes to a particular person in your life, and now you have found this solace and this peace with something new that is actually going to nurture and bring peace. Like, they're going to fill your cup, they're going to give to you, they're going to love you and see you through. It's a brand new emotional beginning that's going to help alleviate this 9 of Swords energy that you've dealt with for so long. So it's a really beautiful energy, and I feel like this message is going to be short and sweet for you guys. I am going to clarify a little deeper on that 10 of Swords, but I feel like you're recognizing too, for some of you, how you would not expect. And I think that this is, for some of you, depending on your age, if you're younger, eventually this 10 of Swords is going to make a profound impact on your life, and you're going to understand that not everybody is meant to stay. Some of them are just really tough lessons. For others of you, you may be stepping into this right now going, I never would have expected for this person to do these things or say these things or backstab me, betray me, hurt me the way that they did, but they did. And now it's a big lesson for me that I'm going to have to move differently. I'm going to have to see things from a different light, that when someone shows me who they are, I have to believe that this is being illuminated for me for a reason. The King of Swords, he's decisive, right? He's aware, he's extremely intelligent, and it's reminding you not to question your intelligence for what you see. Like, yes, there's the face value of things, and then there's things that run deeper, that when you get that intuitive nudge that something doesn't sit right, it's not sitting right for a reason. If someone's only showing you half of themselves, there's more to be seen, and it's always going to be illuminated. But it's like the challenges that you have faced, they haven't been in vain. You know, it has been a massive learning curve. And again, I think for some of you that are younger, this is going to show up again later on, but it's like that will be the point when you truly heal. I'm talking years down the line, maybe even 5 years down the line, who knows? But it really will show itself again to you, and then you're going to be able to move on and move forward. But it's also about the basic understandings of what love is, what unconditional love is about. And sometimes love hurts, right? It freaking bites. So, you know, it is what it is, but there's some kind of victory here. That 10 of Swords, we got the 7 of Pentacles, the Page of Pentacles, the Hierophant, card of Taurus again. False promises, right? Spirit, it's the Star energy, the 6 of Wands, the Judgment. It's karmic. This is like false promises to me. The 7 of Pentacles is like, yeah, here, I'm going to give you this little bit. I'm going to plant these seeds with you. And then that Page of Pentacles, this particular one, is always holding back to me. It's a hesitancy. It's like, well, this is mine, so I'm just going to sit here and hang on to this, right? I don't see the forward movement with the Page of Pentacles like I see with the Knight of Pentacles, where he's moving on and moving forward just very slowly. This page is reserving itself, and it's holding it back, going, these are my foundations, thanks, I'm going to hang on to this, right? It's almost like catty in a sense, like, well, this is mine, I'm going to be stingy. It's like the little kid on the playground that doesn't want to share that toy or that bike or that whatever. The Hierophant is that spiritual higher attunement. This is an awareness that is coming in. It is spirit saying, hey, do you see this? This could also be a reflective energy between you and somebody as well, Gemini. Again, they're giving me the sense of Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well, and then Taurus, Aquarius season. This Aquarius, Pluto and Aquarius junction here that's doing its thing here in the near future. It's a reality check. It is the star. It is not just about the wish. It's not wish fulfillment as much as it is about healing this aspect of yourself. Some of you could be dealing with children that are going through this as well, as what Spirit is giving me, where you could be that loving connection that is nurturing your child through a particular situation, and you are going to have the patience to help them see their way through a situation of something that has caused them immense hurt as well. So you take this and, obviously place it where it fits in your world. But there's an awareness that somebody too could also be stepping into this light of seeing things very differently, where they're becoming more free-minded and open to other things and possibilities rather than just seeing it one way as well. So very interesting energy. You could be dealing with 2 to 3 masculine energies too. So this could fall in regards to father figures or male figures in your life. It doesn't have to be though, but this is learning that when you make a commitment to something, that you see your words and actions are matching, right, with that Hierophant. So let's see what else comes out here. Patience twice. Look at this. I'm like, for you specifically, Gemini, patience. And this is a question around your value and your worth, understanding what you're worthy of, that you deserve the best out of life, right? If you have dealt with somebody over these past 5 years that has, and I feel like this is a repetitive message for all the signs here, that they've taught you something's the matter with you, you're the problem, you're only worthy of what they say you're worthy of, or what it is that you should have. This is about you learning to cherish yourself and finding genuine partnership with the people that are going to uplift you and pour into your cup. You could be dealing with a child too that has, I don't want to call it depression, but they could say negative things about themselves. It's like negative self-talk. And you, Gemini, maybe you're the one who's teaching them about their worth and their confidence and their value, or this could be you. You are learning about your worth and your confidence and your value. Spirit is saying to be patient with yourself. You got this card twice, 2 separate decks. Try to keep your focus on things that make you feel good, that what feels that you're aligning up with. If you're finding your head getting all over the place, what can you do right in that moment to make life feel easier for you? What is it that you find joy and contentment with? Because it's getting yourself on the same page with the self. 18 on the clock there. All right, let's see. Advice for Gemini this week, please, Spirit. New beginnings, liberation, reborn, transformation. Look, the Death card. Death and coffin. I'm telling you, there is something here that is 110% contract-wise, soul connection-wise, coming to an end. There are no second chances to this. So I just heard Spirit say, whoever it was that you were dealing with, they blew it. They blew their last chance. That this was the final straw. There is no growth and transformation. What's dead is dead. What's gone is gone. And for some people, for some of you, you could have been waiting on somebody to change their ways. It ain't gonna happen. They're not willing to meet you there. They're not willing to change it, even if it means rectifying a situation for the betterment of all. So the thing is for you to be patient with you and realize, not that you're not, like, we all hold accountability in some form or fashion, right, in situations, but, we don't have responsibility for other people's actions. Abundance is coming in, positive mindset, keep flowing in what makes you feel good, what lights you up. Be in gratitude for the things that you have, because I feel like Spirit is also saying to you, Gemini, you've put in the work, you've hung in there, you've tried. You've done the best that you knew how to do. Balance is coming in. I talked about that unconditional love, that love, somebody giving to you, and there it is, blowing a kiss. Unconditional love, giving and receiving, fairness and love, affection returned. This is going to open you up emotionally and spirit. It's kind of like your spiritual reward, right? That you've hung in there, you've loved the best that you could. You can't make somebody else love you the way that you deserve to be loved. This passion, insane chemistry, sparks and having fun, equal interest, burning desire, and then twin flames, yin yang, balance, union, duality, complement, polar opposites. You could be dealing with someone who is your polar opposite, who you're finding gives more to you and enjoys you more than a person or a situation that showed up and made you false promises. Like, there's a lot around this sense of false promises, and I think when somebody fails to act upon their words, that makes you feel like you're not worthy of, and you are. So this is a week of self-reflection on you, knowing that Spirit's got your back. This is coming to a close. The loose ends are being tied up. You won't have to play this game anymore. Okay? It's very important. You will not have to do this anymore. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I'm sending you guys so many well wishes. If you found this video resonated for you, like, share, subscribe, comment, personal reads. That information will be out here before long. I'm going to get back to all that good stuff too. So I'm sending you guys tons of love. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.